In admission and retirement, the accounting steps. First, you have to prepare revaluation account. Second, partners capital account, and third, so new balance sheet. Let us start with the first, the revaluation account. So revaluation account. So revaluation account is also called as profit and loss adjustment account. Revaluation account is also called as profit and loss adjustment account. So why it is called as profit and loss adjustment account? Because under this account we are going to record only the adjustment here. For example, so in the question you will get the balance sheet of old partners, then additional information. So this additional information we can call as a adjustment. So this part we can call as a additional information adjustment, not be recorded in the books, they are given separately. So these adjustments should be recorded under a revaluation account except the two adjustments, that is capital and goodwill. Except two adjustments, capital and goodwill brought by the new partner, so that will be recorded under a next step, that is second step, not under a revaluation account. So revaluation account is also called as profit and loss adjustment account, and revaluation account shows the increase and decrease in the value of assets and liabilities. So it shows increase and decrease in the value of assets and liabilities. Now revaluation account is also called as nominal account. So you know nominal account. So nominal account is one of the basic concept of under English system of accounting. So nominal accounts, under nominal account we are going to record all the expenses and losses and incomes and gains. So debit side we have to record all the expenses and losses, and credit side we have to record all the incomes and gains. So debit side we have to record all the expenses and losses, and credit side we have to record all the incomes and gains. So let us discuss the expenses and losses and incomes and gains. First, assets decreases. Decreasing the value of assets is called as a depreciation here. If any assets decreasing, so decreasing we have to record the debit side. For example, in the adjustment, this part, if you get depreciation on furniture, depreciation on machinery, so that all say adjustments will be considered as a, you know, the loss here. So loss debit side we have to record. So assets decreases, reduced or less than the book value, all will be considered as a depreciation here. That is decrease in the value of assets. So depreciation should be recorded debit side. Now come to the opposite side, income side. By assets increasing, by assets increasing. So especially building value every year will get appreciation. So appreciation is an income. Appreciation is an income. So income should be recorded debit side. Increase in the value of fixed assets. Appreciation more than the book value should be recorded credit side. So depreciation on fixed assets debit side, and appreciation on fixed assets credit side. Next, the outstanding expenses. So outstanding expenses means the unpaid expenses. Unpaid expenses by the partnership firm. What partners has to pay, what partners has not paid. So that we can say outstanding expenses here. For example, salary, rent, wages, interest, commission. What partners has not paid. So this adjustment will get it in the second part, that is additional information. Next, opposite side, prepaid expenses. So prepaid expenses. So prepaid expenses means it's already paid in advance, those expenses. For example, they have given a rent, a full year rent to a landlord. So that is prepaid expenses. They have paid insurance for the full year. So all we can call as prepaid expenses here. Example, rent and insurance. Rent and insurance. So outstanding expenses, unpaid expenses, debit side we have to record, and prepaid expenses, that is the expenses which are paid in advance, we have to record the credit side. Next, bad debts. Bad debts, RBD, reserve for bad debts, a PDD, or any provisions. So bad debts, is a complete loss. Bad debts means the amount which cannot be recovered. RBD, reserve for bad debts, reserve for doubtful debts. Bad debts, RBD, PBD, if it is increases, so all these losses. If losses increases means loss only. So losses should be recorded debit side. So especially RBD, provisions, PBD, you have to calculate on the debtors amount. You have to calculate on the debtors amount. 5% RBD, 10% PBD. So all calculations we have to calculate on the debtors amount, even on bills receivable also. Next, opposite side, income side. If bad debts recovered, bad debts, same RBD, PBD, so provisions. If it is decreases, no longer necessary, no more required. So all these are the incomes here. Bad debts, RBD, provisions. If it is decreases, so decreases should be recorded the credit side. So this is very important adjustment on admission and retirement. So calculation of RBD and calculation of PBD. So all calculations we have to calculate on debtors amount. So next, unrecorded liability. Unrecorded means those liabilities not recorded in the books of accounts, they are given separately in the adjustment. There is unrecorded liability, debit side. Next, unrecorded assets, credit side. So unrecorded assets means the assets not be recorded in the books, but they are given in the adjustments. So those assets we have to record the credit side. Next, increase in the liability, debit side. Next, decrease in the liability, you have to record the credit side. Increase in liability, debit side, decrease in liability, credit side. So like this, under revaluation account, we have to record all the expenses and losses, debit side, and all the incomes and gains, credit side. So this revaluation account prepared with the help of adjustment. So after recording all the increase and decrease in the value of assets and liabilities, so this account you have to close here. Suppose, so credit value is more, so credit side is more. So in the incomes, you have to minus all these expenses. All these expenses. Incomes minus expenses, you will get the profit here. So this is revaluation account profit. This is revaluation account profit. So this profit transferred to partners capital account. This profit transferred to partners capital account. Assume A and B are old partners. So this profit we have to share among the old partner in their old profit sharing ratio. In their old profit sharing ratio. In the absence of old profit sharing ratio, this profit we have to share equally among the old partners. So it's clear that revaluation account is prepared to ascertain the net profit or a net loss. Net profit or a net loss, and this revaluation account profit we have to share among the old partners in the old ratio. Now, if the expenses, if you get more value, debit side, then the difference amount will get the credit side. So debit total expense and losses minus the credit balance. So this will be called as a loss. So this loss same transfer to partners capital account. So it should be shared among the old partners in the old ratio. So if you get profit transfer to partners capital account credit side. So this is the second step. And next if you get loss, so loss also transfer to partners capital account debit side. Now, so revaluation accounts. So this step, first step, it is there in admission and retirement of a partner. So under retirement of a partner, the same thing will follow, all the rules the same here, but the difference under admission and retirement is sharing a revaluation account profit. Sharing revaluation account profit. So under admission, this revaluation account profit or loss will share only old partners. But in case of a retirement of a partner, this revaluation account profit or loss will share all the partners. So this is the difference here. Partners capital account. So under admission and retirement, partners capital account is the second step. So this partners capital account is a combined partners capital account. So here we won't prepare a separate partners capital account here. We will prepare together, that is combined partners capital account. Now, so assume A and B are a old partner, C will be considered as a new partner. So under partners capital account, any transactions or any entries related to partners, those entries you have to pass here. So that is partners capital account. So A, B, C will be considered as a new partner. Now first under partners capital account, we have to record their capitals. First we have to record their capitals, that is balance brought down. So this is balance brought down means the old partners capital. So this old partners capital, you will get it in the question, that is in the balance sheet. Then next from balance sheet only, general reserve, reserve fund, next profit and loss we have to share among the old partners in the old ratio. So first capitals we have to record of old partners which has given in the old balance sheet, and next accumulated profit or loss which has given in the balance sheet. So that is old balance sheet. So general reserve, reserve fund, profit or loss we have to share among the old partners in their old ratio. Now come to the first step, revaluation account. So revaluation account, if you get profit, so this profit we have to record the credit side. So this profit, as per the first step, you will get debit side. So here we have to transfer under partners capital account credit side. So amount of two partners, that is old partners. Then next, goodwill and capital brought by the new partner in the form of cash. Now goodwill brought by the new partner in the form of cash. So that we can say case 1 and 2. Goodwill brought by the new partner in the form of cash, that goodwill withdrawn by the old partner, that is case 1. Case 2, goodwill brought by the new partner in the form of cash, so that goodwill withdrawn by the retained by the partner. So two cases here. So goodwill brought by the new partner in the form of cash, so that goodwill amount we have to share among the old partners in the sacrifice ratio. Which ratio? Sacrifice ratio. So in the absence of sacrifice ratio, this goodwill amount we can share in old ratio itself, in old ratio only. So it's clear that goodwill brought by the new partner in the form of cash, if that goodwill withdrawn by the old partners, so debit side we have to record to cash account. So goodwill withdrawn. So withdrawn by whom? Old partners. Next, second case, goodwill brought by the new partner in the form of cash, so that goodwill retained into the business. It means the goodwill amount they will continue in the business. So that time, so this goodwill amount should be added along with the cash. So if you are not preparing a cash or bank account separately, so this adjustment we can show in the third step while preparing a balance sheet asset side, cash and bank balance plus new partners capital plus goodwill. If goodwill withdrawn in balance sheet, you have to minus, that is cash, capital minus goodwill. And next, new partners capital. So there is C's capital. So C's capital recorded under a C's column. So this is about the entries we are going to pass under a combined partners capital account. So first, capitals, general reserve fund, PL account which has given in the balance sheet liability side. Suppose if you get a PL account asset side in the question, in the balance sheet, that PL account will be treated as loss. If you get asset side, profit and loss account, that PL account is treated as loss. So that should be recorded under partners capital account debit side, and it should be shared among the old partners in their old ratio. Or next, revaluation account, if you get loss, so losses should be recorded debit side. So revaluation account loss. So these are the entries we are going to pass under a combined partners capital account. So after passing all the entries, once again I will repeat. First we have to record their capitals, and then accumulated profit or loss which has given in the balance sheet, revaluation account profit, and goodwill brought by the new partner in the form of cash. So that we have to share in sacrifice ratio. And next, new part that is new partners capital in new partners column. Then debit side, if goodwill withdrawn, we have to record. Next, profit or loss, if you get losses under a asset side in balance sheet, so that amount we have to share among the old partners. Then if you get revaluation account loss, debit side. Now you have to close. So credit balance minus debit balance. So credit balance minus debit balance. So this will be the balance. So this balance figure transferred to balance sheet balance carried down. So this amount transferred to new balance sheet, that is the third step under admission and retirement. And by balance brought down. So along with the new partner's capital, we have to transfer. So it is clear that under second step, partner's capital account, these are the entries you have to pass. Now the next step is a new balance sheet.